Hi, this is Byron, and I'm making a treehouse video of my treehouse build that I'm actually in the middle of, closer to probably past the middle of. But the reason I'm making this video was I was online looking at, just had the other day, YouTube videos of folks that were making their tree houses in their backyards or whatnot, and I wouldn't say horrified, but I was just amazed at some of the stuff that's going up. And I understand that somebody in the, for the little kids, they want to put up something temporary that's safe, but you can bolt the the structure to the tree and whatnot, and getting away with that. That's fine. But if you want a structure like I do that's going to last, hopefully 20 years, 30 years or whatnot, I want to do it right and use the current construction techniques for tree houses, which you watch those shows such as Nelson's Treehouse Masters and the tabs and the floating brackets and whatnot. And it's so important to use those brackets, I think, because it's amazing how much the trees move with the wind. And I've been up on my platform, and not very much wind, but the platform does. It's amazing how much they move. So the purpose of this video is just to help some of the stuff I learned. I've got a little bit of construction background, so I was able to, that kind of helped me with my build. And as I said, I'm not an expert by any means, but I try to do it, as close to the code as I could. So hopefully people will learn something from it a little bit. And if you have any questions or comments, just leave them, and I'll try to answer them and help you out in your build if I can. So this is the tree house so far. Like I say, I got kind of a late start on it, and first thing was, we got a lot of trees in this property here, so trying to find a good location that's close enough. This is going to be for my grandkids, and maybe a tree stand or whatnot for myself. But I found these 3 poplar trees, and these are mostly poplar. You can see the woodpeckers doing their damage here, and that's one thing I'm kind of leery about here, because we've got a lot of these woodpeckers. But anyway, the first thing is picking the trees, of course, location, and then picking a height. So you see that red mark on that one poplar there. I picked a height there, and contacted Treehouse Supply, and it's up by Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and I got the tabs. So I got the kit for the 3-tree kit, and essentially it's got 4 tabs, 3 tabs that you put in, and it allows the platform to move. And believe me, this platform in winds, it's amazing how much it moves, because these big poplars, they're probably 80 feet, 70, 80 feet. So anyway, first step, of course, pick your height, and then these tabs go in. And I can't emphasize enough how important it is to keep them level and take your time. That is so important. Take your time to make sure they're level and straight. And I put 3 of them in, these 2, that one, and then I got in a hurry on the last one, and it's not straight, and it's not exactly where I wanted it, but
can't emphasize that enough. You got to take your time with that. Then, okay, so in this design, I got this beam. This is like the main beam. And then this tri-beam I built out of 4x6 lumber and pressure treated. And then I put a cap on it, 4x4 on top. So it's essentially like a 2x10, two 2x10s. And then I put a stiffener on the inside, a 2x10 on the inside, just to stiffen the beam up on this one, on the tri-beam. Because I noticed towards the end, it was starting to bow just a little bit as I got it up, after I got it up. Just a little bit of bow to it. So I figured that would stiffen it up. And with this tri-beam, it's really important to get you try to get it as square as you can, because it's obviously you want your platform square. So this beam here is essentially set. Now the tri-beam can be articulated around the tree to try to square it up, and I got it close, but it's not quite exact. I mean, the platform itself is not square, but the structure up top is square and plumb and all that. So essentially what I did, 2x10s, I used 2x10s lumber, and I got all this up by myself, by the way. I've got a skid steer, and I was able to put the lumber up, the joists. Those are 16-foot 2x10s, and they cantilever 4.5, 5 feet on this side. So that's kind of pushing it for cantilever, obviously. But it's just a small deck, so I figured it'd be okay. All right, so that's it for the basic structure of the tree house. And let's see if there's any other info on that. But so I'll give you a walk around of the deck. And what I'm doing, I'm putting, I've got 2x10 a band, and then I put a skirt board. It's a 2x12, and what that does, I think it just makes the deck look more, more of a finished look to it, because it covers up the bitter ends of the decking boards, the 5/4 decking boards that I put up there. So I did two sides here, and I haven't got to this side, but you can see the difference on that. So I'll give you a quick walk through the tree house here in a minute, but that's essentially it. So it's got 2x6 rafters. I cut the rafters, and subfascia board is a 2x6. And essentially I'm going to have either shutters on the ends or windows, but I think I'm leaning towards opening doors that open up. So it could be used for hunting or whatever, deer hunting. But let me go up top and I'll give you an overview. Okay, here we are up on the tree, in the tree house itself. It's a mess. I'm not the best about keeping the workspace clean, but anyway, the 2x6 rafters that I put up, and it's about almost 13 feet, and that's about the limit of your want to span with 2x6. And some people might say it's too far, but this is just a tree house. I thought it would be roof load. The back wall is 8 feet. And the front wall is 10 feet, so it's a really shallow pitch, probably a 2/12 pitch. I don't know if you figure it out, maybe a little slightly more than that. On the ends, as I said, I'm going to put either shutters or windows, but I think I'm going to have doors that open, so you could be used for hunting. And obviously I'd have a 3-foot, I'm going to build a little 3-foot knee wall for safety, so little kids don't fall out. This is, for grandkids and whatnot. On the sides, I put it's going to be a 2/8 window, and I got to fill in the bottom, of course. I kept everything open so I could pass supplies through and whatnot. I can walk out on the deck. I don't have to, walk over knee walls and whatnot. That's a 2/8 front door. Now here's the deck itself, and I'm not real happy the way. I wanted to leave a space around the tree, but I left too much, so I'm going to redo that. Essentially, and then obviously going around the corner here, I used Vantech flooring, tongue and groove flooring, because it was out in the open, and of course you want a 3/4 inch plywood deck for your tree. I thought 1/2 inch just isn't enough, and I extended it out when I put the decking down. I went to the edge of the platform, but I'm going to take that up and put decking boards around there, so the deck's going to wrap around. It's not a very wide deck here in the back, but it's enough for a chair or something to sit out here and whatnot. So essentially that's the structure of the tree house. I used OSB on the roof because I was going to just do purlins and a metal roof, run purlins across, and then do a metal roof. But I was thinking about there's some tree limbs that fall, and just give some protection if you're in here sleeping, or if kids or whatnot, that a tree limb is they're pretty powerful. They go into the ground, they fall like 70, 80 feet, and I just figured OSB would protect the occupants, slow down the branch if it does fall on the tree house a little bit. It would protect the folks inside, because that could kill somebody, those branches that come down. So that's essentially it. I'm going to post a couple more videos of some of the progress from now on. Here's the outside. You should have 3 inches from the tree to the band, and I don't quite have it, but I think it'll be all right. I do at the top because the trees, fortunately, they're not exactly plumb, and they grow away from the tree house. So essentially, as I said, I'm gonna post some other videos how I got the lumber up here, some of the lumber, skirt boards, and how I went about doing stuff. But hope you enjoy it. If you have any questions, you can contact me. I'd be glad to help anybody out that's thinking of doing a project like this. I tried, as I said, I tried to do it, as close to code as I could, and so there's no issues. I was going to mention one other thing. I'm going to put a staircase here. It's not going to be attached to the platform at all. It's going to be about a 1 foot between the platform, and then the stairs are going to go down the back here, and I'll document that progress when I do it. And the reason, of course, if you can't, this platform moves in the wind. It's incredible. I've been up here working away in heavy winds, or not really heavy, but it's amazing how the platform moves on these tree tabs. So you can't really anchor anything like a staircase into the platform. You got to allow it to move. So there'll be a gap there, and I'm going to engineer some kind of something that flips down to so people don't fall in the gap there, the 1 foot gap. But that's kind of the idea I had. The treehouse people weren't too helpful with any ideas for staircases, so I came up with my own plan here.
and I'll document that as I go. Okay, hope you enjoyed it, and take care. Okay, so the 2x12 band board on the outside of the deck. It's easy to hang with these, if you screw these, or you can nail them, 2x4s, just, and then you can hang it over the edge of the deck. It covers the bitter end of the decking boards, and it makes it a lot easier to get it up there. It just hangs off the side, and then you just nail it up with your gun nailer. I want to show you guys how much this platform moves. It's just incredible, and there's not a lot of wind today, but I don't know if you can see that or not. It's going in and out. It's really amazing how these trees, this tab system works.